Jordez Video Game Reviews. Call of Duty is back. This time it's up to developers Treyarch to take over the series again. They've learned from their last attempt, World at War, and have decided to set Black Ops in the Cold War, or at least some of it. Players of the previous games will settle into the controls easily. They feel a bit slower than previous games, not in a deliberate, lumbering manner like Killzone 2, but in a more cumbersome way. You soon get used to this though, and you'll settle back into picking off headshots in no time. The story revolves around you being interrogated about a string of numbers. In trying to remember, you have flashbacks to previous events throughout the game. You skip back and forth between eras, wars, and even characters in each mission. One thing that remains constant throughout is the spectacle. The first mission sees you racing across Cuba to assassinate Fidel Castro, and the tempo doesn't drop from then on. Each mission on its own is an exhilarating experience, but combined into one narrative it becomes exhausting. There are no quiet sections to balance it out, and what should be extraordinary is instead mundane. It's not just the pacing that's a bit suspect in Black Ops, the story is not what you'd expect. The way flashbacks skip between each place and time would make even a simple plot difficult to follow. It doesn't help that the story is not the usual wartime affair. It takes the classic American paranoia of Russia, blows it up to absurd levels, and mixes in weird sci-fi elements. This is Call of Duty though, and it's clear from the off that Treyarch have focused their attentions on multiplayer, with a raft of new modes and features. The classic online multiplayer keeps the same frenetic energy as previous COD games. Kill streaks, perks, and all the rest make another appearance, but this time in a new form. Unlike in the other games where your XP determines what you could equip your character with, you now get money for completing games and contracts. You can then spend this money on new weapons and perks. The quickest way to get more money is in the new wager mode. These are innovative new game modes where you place bets on yourself winning. There are 4 different variations which strip out all the perks and make sure the best player wins. In the best of these, gun game, everyone starts off with a pistol, and it gives you a better weapon every time you get a kill. The first one to kill with all 20 weapons, which includes sniper rifles and rocket launchers, wins. If you do come top of the leaderboard, then you'll rake in the cash, but if not, then you may face some massive losses. Another big new addition is the theatre mode, which records your past online games in the background and lets you not only watch them from any angle you wish, but also upload the videos straight to YouTube. This feature is great for watching and recording all your lucky tomahawk kills from across the map, but it also can be infuriating viewing. A lot of the maps aren't up to the standards you'd expect. It's almost impossible to stay still in Nuketown for more than a few seconds without an enemy spawning within a few yards of you. Black Ops also features offline combat training, where you can play against AI in a simulation of the online modes. The AI can't recreate the atmosphere that real people can, but if you want the online experience without the rampant racism, homophobia and expletives, then combat training is where you'll want to be. As well as all these online modes, the biggest innovation of Treyarch is back: zombies. It's the same setup as before. You and up to 3 other people, either locally or online, have to barricade yourself into a building and fend off waves of zombies. It's simple arcade fun. Not as simple, arcadey or fun as the new Dead Ops though. As soon as you hear the music kick in, you can tell it's going to be a classic arcade game. It's quite indicative that a minigame that was probably just put in the game as an afterthought has turned out to be the highlight of the game. The same happened with Treyarch's previous outing, World at War, with zombies. Black Ops still keeps the same quality mechanics as previous Call of Duty games, but lacks the speed and finesse that the Modern Warfare games had. The new setup for multiplayer adds extra layers to the combat, and the theatre mode is a great new addition. Trophy-wise, Black Ops is quite difficult. A lot of trophies are gained by completing the game on veteran difficulty. There is also a collectible based trophy, and there are a lot of difficult standalone trophies. You'll need to be a good FPS player and have a guide to Platinum Black Ops. Thanks for watching. You can check out the full written review at www.jordez.co.uk.